Hello there, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones. This series is going to be a little bit special because for the first time, I will be playing as myself, Lord Jon of House Blackriver. But you'll find out a little bit more about him in the near future. Before we do that, let's go ahead and set up the game as we always do. I'm going to set things to default, make sure that historical events are turned on. But with uncertain outcomes, we do like that alternative law. And then one more setting I like to change just for YouTube is we go to health. Let's go ahead and turn off the random harm events. Just because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me play an incapable character for 4, 5, maybe 6 episodes. It doesn't make amazing content. But now that's all set up, let's go ahead and start our new adventure. For 26 years I have lived among the fields of Bloomfield Hills. Separated from my mother as a young boy, I had no choice but to pick up a plough and scrape together a living for myself. Cleaning the stables, collecting manure for the fields, sleeping in barns. This is how I lived for the last 26 years of my life. But today, something most unforeseen occurred. For the first time in my life, I received a written letter. A letter summoning me to the Riverlands. It appears the father I never knew is a lord with lands in the Riverlands. I do not know the details, but I do know that I am his bastard child. But yet, I am his only child. With no other children to take over his lands, he used his final moments to write me this letter, to inform me that I must carry on the bloodline and watch over the lands he shall soon leave behind. At the bottom of the letter reads what I believe to be our house words. All rivers lead to home. Greetings, my lord. The Citadel sent me once they received word of your rise to lordship. No, I am not your maester. I am here to make a record of your new station and the birth of your new house. That is if you allow me to make such a record for the Citadel. Ooh, do you know what? I don't have any friends. I don't know the local lords. I've just recently acquired these lands. I think it would be good to try and make a few friends here, especially be on good terms with the maester. So certainly, my friend, what do you wish to know about myself, Lord Jon of House Blackriver? This will not take long. It is for a summary of your house birth, not an in-depth history or ambitions. Shall we start with how you obtained your lordship and your past life? Let's see what we have here. Of course, I do have a little backstory that I've given myself. It's not super detailed, but we have just inherited this. We were a bastard in our previous life. I think I'm an orphan. My parents' deeds in death brought me my lordship. I think this would be somewhat fitting. The deed that earned the title was either your father's or mother's, maybe both, but came at the cost of their life. Through their sacrifice, you now have a higher station in life. I mean, that's kind of true. We gain a little bit of prestige, we gain a little bit of piety, and we gain a dynasty-born orphan for 35 years. So general opinion minus 10, dynasty opinion plus 10, and monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience plus 10%. I think we will do that. And Lord Jason, my liege of House Mallister, will gain 30 opinion of me. I think we'll do that. I am an orphan, and my parents' deeds and death brought me my lordship. We can look into my father's history as we get to know him a little bit more from our council members and whatnot. Some new lords wish to pay tribute to someone who is close to them in the record of their house. Do you have anyone you wish to honor as such? I'm afraid I have no one. I have just come here from the fields of Bloomfield. Indeed, I do have no friends yet, but hopefully I can make some soon. I have no one. The maester quickly makes some scribbles of all I had told him. Once done, he looks up at me from his notes. Well, this should suffice for a summary, my lord. I wish you the best going forward, says the maester with a bow. Ooh, so begins the birth of my house. I could ask him to stay as my maester. We do need a maester. I think we should, surely the Citadel will not mind. Biamar? Biamar would become my maester, although he is a lunatic. Oh dear. And he's malnourished. I mean, I do need a maester. And it would be nice if we didn't have to pay for one. Biamar, I do not know you personally as a man properly yet, and I am short on friends. Would you stay and become my maester and guide me through this new future for myself as I work things out? And he has become my maester. The guy is lunatic, but he's got 15 learning. He's only a conscientious scribe, though. So he's not the best of maesters, but at least we do have a maester. Right, before we dive in with our playthrough, let's go ahead and look at my character. Of course, it is based on me. I did try to keep things somewhat realistic. My approach here was pick the traits, and I didn't increase any of these stats. So we kind of just rolled with whatever our traits give us. So, we are playing as Lord Jon of House Blackriver. We are fickle. Jon changes his mind more often than not, making him hard to predict. I wanted to pick fickle and stubborn, but unfortunately I couldn't pick both. And I think the fact that I couldn't decide which one, I thought fickle kind of picked itself there. I am impatient. Jon thinks that most things should happen fast. Ideally, they should happen now. I think that's kind of true for me. And I am cynical. Jon trusts the self-interest of others above all else. We are an adequate bargainer. Things often work out in favor of Jon, but whether this is due to his skill in diplomacy or luck is up for debate. And we are a legitimized bastard. Of course, I was not aware that I was a bastard until recent moments. But my father on his deathbed legitimized me, and now I have taken over his holdings, and we are a neophyte fighter. Jon is more than capable of whomping on peasants, but his form is wild and callow. We have 12 diplomacy, which is average. We have 5 martial, which is poor. 3 stewardship, which is terrible. We have a little bit of intrigue. 9 intrigue, which is average, and 6 learning, which is poor. 7 prowess, which is poor again. We do believe in the faith of the 7, and we are a Riverlander. We're going to look through all of this, because this is going to be a long playthrough. And of course, we do have a dynasty-born orphan. We start with 64 gold. We are 500 prestige. We do have a little bit of legitimacy somehow, which is amazing. We don't actually need any. We can be fine with 0, but we do have rank 1 legitimacy, which is very nice. And we do start off with some riverbowmen, but let's look at that in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at our house. We are House Blackriver. All rivers lead to home. I think that's very fitting. Of course, the river is the bastard name in the Riverlands. And we are House Blackriver, and all rivers lead to home. They do say that all rivers flow from or flow to the Riverlands. And back in Bloomfield, little did I know that the river really connected to my true homeland. I have followed it, and now I am back home, ruling in my castle. Speaking of which, thank you to Valadar for making this custom castle for us. We do have a custom 3D asset, which is very, very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we have the Hammerford Estate. It gives us 1 tax per month. We have a little bit of fort level, defender advantage, garrison, and levy side. Nothing too insane, because I didn't want to be overpowered. Hammerford Estate includes an ancient and quaint estate and surrounding fields and forests. While it was once used by House Mud for hunts and summer retreats, the estate was awarded by the Malisters to one of their minor bannermen. House Pemford, hundreds of years ago, as reward for bravery and valor, during one of Seagard's many wars with the Ironborn Raiders. Unfortunately, in another raid not so long ago, the Pemfords did perish. But luckily, my father was there to save one of the Malister children from the Raiders, and thus he was granted this small estate, and now we have inherited it from him. And we do have a dry moat, which gives us a little bit of tax and some more garrison. So we don't start off with anything insane here. We do start off with Tristan Keep under our control as well, which is over here. We also have Old Stones, which is House Mud's original castle before it was left to ruin. So maybe we can restore this. And we do have a city over here, Gravesham. So we'll see what we do with that. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pick ourselves a lifestyle. Today's episode will probably be a bit longer as we go through all of this stuff. So don't worry, guys. We are going to go with diplomacy. And I think I do not have a wife. I do not have any children. I don't have any friends. So I think we should go family focus. I really need to make sure that I secure the bloodline so that we do not perish. So let's go family focus. Even if we do not choose them, those closest to us are the most important. We get +2 diplomacy as well as 20% fertility, which is going to be very useful. And I think we could either go diplomat or family hierarch. I think the fact that we're going to be focused on family, maybe we should go family hierarch. It makes the most sense. We do have 3 traits to unlock already because we're 26 years of age. I have tried to base this character on me as much as possible. Max learning language schemes? Probably not. I think we will go family hierarch. We could use up a friend scheme. Having friends would be very useful. We know no one, so having friends and allies could be useful. You can use the befriend scheme, unlocks the challenge to board game interaction, allowing you to play friendly games with other characters. Let us do that. So we're going to unlock befriending. We can get confidence. Each friend adds -5% stress gain to the maximum of 5. I think that would be a nice one. And we can get flatterer, befriend scheme power plus 30%. That's how we're going to be starting things. We don't have any inventory artifacts either. No special family sword or nothing like this. Let's pick ourselves a patron aspect. We should probably also read through this as well. Let's do that. I don't think I've actually properly read through the Faith of the Seven religious page. Who do I want to follow? The father does give extra diplomacy, so I feel like he would be the most useful. The father or the father above reigns over judgment, often being called to by the faithful to dispense justice and wisdom. He is held in high regard by most and seen by some as the leader of the seven. We lose 1 intrigue, but we also gain +5 popular opinion and +1 diplomacy. Let's go ahead and dedicate ourselves to the father. This is my patron, and I will try to follow his teachings to the best of my ability. Do we have to do anything else? We do need to get married. But before we do that, let's change my clothes as well. I want to look a little bit more the part. I've just arrived here in the Riverlands, and I think it's time we dress suitably. Let's go ahead and get some Riverland armor on. We're not a fighter, of course, but we got to look the part. Let's change the leg wear as well. And we won't give ourselves a crown because we're a low-ranking noble, of course. Let's save and exit that. I think we're looking fine. We are looking fine indeed. Right, let's find ourselves a wife. Now, Jane Rivers Frey. We could marry into the Freys. They are nearby. They are just to the north of us here, at the crossing. So, and she is a bastard. I know what it means to be a bastard. I am a legitimized bastard after all. Let's see, the Freys are very strong. Walder is probably on his way out. He's already 74. Let's see, they have 100 Riverland footmen, 400 river bows, and some mangonels as well. At the very least, we would like to have them as a defender. I think that might be the best. We could marry into the Lannisters of Lannisport, but I think marrying Jane Rivers Frey, I think it's a match made. It's too perfect. She's a bastard. I'm a bastard. Let's make a name for ourselves. She is trusting. She is arrogant, so she doesn't like humble characters. And she's a little bit rude. Dutiful captain, open terrain expert. She is a bastard, of course. Do I dislike any of those traits? I don't like patient or zealous characters. So I think I'm going to marry myself off to Jane. Let us send the proposal and do our first little bit of diplomacy here. No player air. We're going to work on that. Host a grand tournament. Let's not do that. We're going to need the gold. And I can request a loan from the Iron Bank. Do we have any more special decisions? I don't think we do. So we can leave all of this. Adopt a set of personal arms. I've already picked my Dynasty banner, so that's fine. Right, we should probably go ahead and look at what we're dealing with in the council, shouldn't we? And I learned something interesting, guys. If you are friends with a council member, they actually give you 25% more of their stat. I never knew this. But now you know this, and now I know this. Right, I want the best chancellor I can possibly get, ideally. You are a powerful vassal, though. So are you good at anything else? You are good at learning. But I can't change my septon. My septon doesn't like me either. Okay, let's keep you there. Let's see, you're also a powerful vassal. Stewardship is your highest, so let's keep you there. I can't really afford to annoy my powerful vassals right now. And my spy master, yeah, intrigue is his highest, so let's keep him. Right, I can change the master at arms, though. So let's see if I can... Let's do this. Do I have anyone better? Well, you have 20 intrigue there. Lord Forrest, you shall become... Oh, look at that. They're wearing my coat of arms. It's so cool. Forrest, you will become my master at arms. Let's put you down there. And as for my admiral, I think we're actually going to put you on protect trade. I think we're going to build up a little bit here. You're not a powerful vassal, so I can replace you. Let's go ahead and get Sefton. He doesn't really like me, but that's okay. We can slowly improve that. Now, what do we want to put you? You're my castellan. I think I do want someone with diplomacy here. Galwell, you are my father's castellan, and I should trust you and hope that you guide me to a positive future. Let's go ahead and put him on overseas realms. So diplomacy +2, a monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience. Or we can do this. We get even more renown. And Councillor Opinion plus 14. Ooh. This could be nice. I think my council vote actually somewhat like me at the moment. So let's keep that like this. Yeah, I'm going to keep you on Oversee the Realm. My Chancellor, I'm going to put you on Domestic Affairs. You're going to go and collect taxes, although we could increase the development. How long would it take? 26 years. It's not really worth doing in this mod, is it? So you're going to collect the taxes. You're going to train the commanders. You're going to go and disrupt schemes. You're protecting trade, because we are on the coast here as well, actually. And the Septon is going to go on religious relations. I think we have already set this up. Now, I am not on my liege's council. Speaking of which, Lord Malister, he does have 39 opinion of me, which is not the worst. I wonder if we could already befriend him. Of course, though, I would much rather befriend people on my council, such as my Chancellor here. Yeah, let's go ahead and befriend Lord Raymar. I think having a council that likes me is going to be very important for the future. 92% success chance. Let's get started on that. Things are going to be a little bit peaceful here, because we are a diplomatic character, and we want to make sure we don't annoy anyone. I'm not endorsed by my Septon, that's fine. Let's station our men-at-arms. We do have 100 river bows, which, as you can see, 25 damage, 9 toughness, and 10 pursuit. So let's go ahead and get them stationed in Hammerford, our new home, and we'll take a closer look at the 3D model in just a moment. And I think we can also make some accolades. Right. Let's pick an accolade. Warden Axel of the Old Stones. He is an idealist. So vassal opinion increase is very nice. And he is valiant. Army damage. Ooh. I cannot create this though, because he doesn't serve as a captain, right? Lord Warden Axel. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. I was just a little bit buggy, so I should be able to make this now. There we go. Here, I now can create this accolade. Let's create this. The title is Defender of the Maiden. But let's change this to Defender of the Black River. I think that's cool. The Defender of the Black River. I'm liking that a lot. And then we need a second accolade as well. Denyor is only my guest. I could recruit him for 60 gold. Let's see. He is an archer, which is very, very nice. Max size of archer regiments plus 4 archer damage and archer toughness. And he is also a contender, but we could swap that out for a lot. For example, we could swap this out for Charmer or even Besieger. Wow, he can buff a lot of stuff. I think it might be worth inviting him, actually, to get that second accolade. Because getting someone who buffs archers, we do have river bows, would be very nice. Let's recruit him to the court. Denyor, he is a Bravosi as well. I hear good things about their combat capabilities. May I invite you to stay at my court and become one of my acclaimed champions? Let us recruit him. 60 gold. We've already spent our beginning gold, but I think that's okay. This is going to be cool. So, Denyor, let's go ahead and... there we go. Sort this. Oh, he's got some really cool armor now as well. Let's go ahead and make an accolade for him. So, we're going to go Archer for sure. And then the second trait tier. So, Charmer, Seduce Scheme Power. Your courtiers are slightly more vulnerable to the Seduce schemes of any character. Or Seducing would be nice. I would have to seduce my wife. Or we could become a Besieger. I think that would be useful for the long term. And contender. Let's actually go with Besieger. He's going to be purely combat focused. And we'll create the accolade here. And then we need to think of a name. The Knight of the Eagle. I don't think that's very fitting. Let's see. Something to do. Knight of the River. How about that? Yeah, let's do this. Knight of the River. I like this one a lot. He's going to be in charge of our bowmen. And I think we're going to rename this one and just put Defender of the Black River. There we go. Defender of the Black River. And I've changed my mind. Let's go ahead and do Knight of the Black River. I want Black River, not just River. There we go. It's a bit more unique to our house then. We do need to find someone as a successor for this too. So let's go ahead. How do I do this? How do I search for a successor? Knight of the Black River needs a worthy successor. How have I forgot about this? It used to be a button right here, though. Do I have to unpause, maybe? Was it not a decision? We'll take a look at that in a minute. Right, we still haven't unpaused, but I think now I have done everything that I want to. But before we unpause, 2 more things. We must look at our culture and our faith. Oh, this is the first time I'm playing on this update, so I'm not used to these being over here. Right, so we are a Riverlander. What do we get here? We are festive, so we get more diplomacy, intrigue, diplomatic range, very nice. Direct vassal opinion and popular opinion. We have the Andal blood, common tongue, martial is men only, and Riverlander aesthetics. These are the ones that we're really interested in, though. So we have family business, base progress and skill impact on counselor tasks is increased by plus 10% for close family members. Court position aptitude for close family members plus 20. And we lose prestige when revoking titles from close family. Okay. But we do get close family opinion plus 5 as well. We have hit and run tactics. Retreat losses minus 10%. Friendly fatal casualties minus 10%. We do get minus 2 advantage though. But skirmisher screen and damage is up. And light cavalry screen and damage is up too. But siege weapon effectiveness is down. Oh, I don't like that. Life is just a joke. The gregarious, content, cynical, and fickle traits give increased opinion towards characters of the same culture. That's nice. We are fickle and we are cynical. I didn't know this. Characters of this culture lose stress on receiving a declaration of war. Characters take bolder actions and it is harder to make them intimidated or terrified. We are strong believers. The zealous trait is more common. The humble trait is more common. Characters are less likely to accept conversion. And then we have turmoil on the trident. The just trait is more common. Children are more likely to get the charming trait, which I think is diplomacy based. So maybe my children will be like this. The forestry line of buildings have additional bonuses. And we can recruit riverbows, riverlands footmen, trident scouts. The commanders with forwarded traits can be recruited. And oh, that's very nice. Oh, yes. We might want to recruit one of those when we have a little bit more money. But that is that. We won't read through the Faith of the Seven because we all know that actually we play it in every single one. Let's unpause. It only took us 21 minutes. Today's video will be a bit longer. But I don't want to rush things. I feel like this is going to be a long playthrough. To the perceptive John, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. You will be joined with my daughter Jane in holy matrimony. May the maiden bless your union. Excellent news, Rhoda Frey. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me take your daughter's hand in marriage. I have an empty council position now. My steward has disappeared. So let's replace them. Sefton is my admiral. You're my castellan. Bennett, you have earned yourself a new position. You should become steward of Hammerford of the Black River. Welcome to court. What should I put my wife on? I think we're going to put her on court politics so she can help me with my diplomacy and trying to befriend my liege here. Look at this. Seaguard has a unique model as well, which is looking very nice. Let's get a closer look at this. It looks beautiful. If we go down here as well, we have our custom map, our custom asset, sorry, our castle made by Valadar. So go and check him out. There'll be a link in the description. And then just in the distance, you can actually see the twins as well, which is very nice. And we're going to have to restore this. But these are all very long-term goals. A notable guest has arrived. Nolan has an experienced fighter. Belly is blind. I am not falling for this. I may be a new ruler, but I am not stupid. A promise of dedication would send a strong message about my good intentions towards Lord Raymar. Anyone appreciates a powerful favor? Ooh, the promise will be official and ceremonious. He gets a weak hook on me, though, which I don't like. I think it's better to avoid things like this. We lose a little bit of progress, but that's okay. Now, I would like to seduce the wife. However, I am already doing a personal scheme, am I not? Yes, we're already trying to befriend our Chancellor. So I think I may wait for this. Let's go up to 4 times speed as well as we do this. And I also need to double check the acclaimed knight, don't I? Successor, seek worthy successor. There we go. I remembered, guys. I remembered how to get it. 75 prestige. We can go ahead and do that. New lord, your liege has passed the law high crown authority. So we can no longer declare war now unless we have a hook on our liege. We're not going to be very warmongery to begin with anyway. We need to build up our family. The Starks have an army north of our borders. Of course. We are in the middle of Robert's rebellion. I am going to stay out of this. Has my liege entered? My liege has entered, or my liege of my liege. I think they are part of the rebellion, aren't they? Yes. Lord Hoster Tully has joined Robert in rebelling against the Mad King. We are going to stay out of this. My liege is over here. Yeah, the Malisters have not joined the war, although he is serving as a commander. So I wish him good. I wish him well in his battles. I don't think I've been selected as a commander because I have very poor capabilities. But if I am called on to serve for the Riverlands, then I will obey. I don't think disobeying would be very wise. Right, what do we want to build here? We probably want some money. And look at this. Greetings, my perceptive vassal. You have been a loyal and devoted subject, and I wish to reward you for your service. In recognition of this, I am hereby offering you the position of Chancellor of the Cape of Eagles. My liege, I will humbly accept this generous offer. So we are now serving on our liege's council. This gives us extra prestige per month, fellow vassal opinion plus 10, monthly diplomacy, and lifestyle experience plus 10%. We could probably negotiate a better contract so we can guarantee council rights. But the fact is, we're already on the council, so we don't need to do that right now. Fate smiles upon me. My wife, Lady Jane, is bearing my child. I cannot wait to hold the babe in my arms. Speaking of which, guys, of course, I will be allowing you to name and choose the education of all of our children. So, as an accolade successor is found, leave your name suggestions in the comments below, but only leave one name for a son and one name for a daughter. You can also pick the education focus for both as well. If you give me more than those two names, then I will ignore your comment because it's not fair on everyone else. I want to make sure everyone gets to chance to name a child in this series. So only one name at a time. And if I use your name in a future episode, then you can give me another name to replace that one. Right. The Knight of the Blackriver. We have found a successor. Knight Alistair here. He will serve as the successor, which is very nice. I will be going to more things like tournaments and such, but there is a war going on at the moment with the rebellion. So I don't think we're going to get much chance. We're being raided, but that's not my lands. Knight significantly improved. Denyor has gained 1 prowess and has become a formidable fighter. Very nice. And we have made our first friend in this new world. After learning that Lord Raymar would be attending the dance in the village of Oldstones, I decided that it would be the perfect occasion to pass by to ensure I get some time face to face with him. The ball was exquisite, and Lord Raymar put on a fine show. Afterward, I told him how impressed I was, and we got to talking. By the time I left, it felt as though we had known each other a lifetime already. I have befriended my Chancellor. This is very good news. I think we should befriend more of our council, so I should naturally get more. Yeah, we're up to 20 diplomacy now. That's insane. So how are we getting all of this? We get +1 from being a patron of the father. We get 2 from Fickle, 4 for adequate bargainer. We lose 1 because we're a legitimized bastard. But yeah, assistance from Castellan +2. And we get +3 from my spouse as well. This is very nice. So even though we have very average diplomacy, we're already up to 20. I mean, it's quite excellent, which is very nice. I think what we could also do is maybe try and befriend some of our other... Like, befriending my spy master, I think would be very nice. He is also impatient, so I can relate to him a little bit. So let's try and befriend him. Hopefully he doesn't get tempted to murder or betray me then. And Dynasty Legacies are going to take a while. We're going to go for Riverlander, just because I feel like it's the most fitting. Let's turn this off. We're not going to get in debt to the Iron Bank. What's this? A proposal of an alliance? To the modest Jon! Despite our lack of bonds by blood, I believe we both stand to gain from an alliance. I propose that we join our forces and fight our foes together. Lord Sebastian of Mistcore, where are you? Oh, you're up here. Okay. So Mistcore is just north of the Cape of Eagles, which is where House Malister resides. I think he is a fellow vassal of my liege as well. Do you know what? I think it's better to make friends than enemies. I will accept this proposed alliance. He has 240 bargemen. Not very good damage, but nice toughness. They are a skirmisher, though. And already we have found our first alliance, which is not through marriage, I mean. We are allied to the Freys, and we are allied to House Rushmore. Our story is well and truly beginning. While I rarely mention it, I have a few achievements which I am proud of. I am convinced Master Arwood has also accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Perhaps I should commission a small poem comparing our deeds to illustrate that we are both cut from the same cloth. Let's see. I think we could pick this one. So befriend gains prestigious image. Scheme power +5. Do you know what? He would be mightily impressed by my feats. I've risen up from being a peasant in the fields to being a ruler. And I have had a daughter. We will call her Tilly for now. When you guys give me a name suggestion, we will rename her. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. I may not have children in real life, but I have children in Westeros now. I will love her as much as a father can. So Tilly Blackriver is my first child. She is a daughter. We don't have a son yet, but that's okay. We're not employing a wet nurse, so let's go ahead. Jane, she has the same name as my wife. That might cause problems. Liza, you're going to become my wet nurse. Oh, this reminds me. I need to... So my maester, if I put him on advanced research, right? We gain more lifestyle experience. So let's go ahead and do that. And it doesn't cost anything either, which would be very nice. Also, we have to keep an eye out for plagues. The fact that we only have Hammerford, we shouldn't have to worry too much about plagues. Speaking of which, though, Highland Fever has just spread. So is that near me? I think it's this one. Yeah, the Highlands Fever is a minor plague. It's a green fever. This character suffers from camp fever and is plagued by rashes, fevers, and coughs. I just realized the Riverlands are going to be really bad for plagues because don't plagues spread along rivers? Oh dear. That's fine. It shouldn't reach us, hopefully. That would be a bloody terrible start. One of my commanders has improved. Alistair Darwood has increased his marshal by 1. Nice stuff. A promise of dedication would send a strong message about my good intentions towards Master Arwood. Anyone appreciates a powerful favor. He gets a hook on me. I think it's better to avoid things like this. I don't want to be in anyone's debt. I can pardon my courtier. What has she done wrong? She is a fornicator. She has copulated outside of wedlock. You are not very important. I will pardon you. Actually, no, I will ignore this. Otherwise, I risk getting involved in things that I know little about. We won't do anything about that. Okay, I wanted to work out what I want to build here. Plague resistance would be nice. We can get plague resistance from hospices, and it does give us a tiny little bit of gold. Was that an army there? Oh, the Greyjoys were here. Okay. Luckily, they're not raiding me. I can't defend against that. And we have made another friend. Right. Let's take a look at the buildings after we've read this one. There we go. After learning that Master Arwood would be guesting at a manor in the village of Gravesham, I realized that it would be the perfect occasion to meet with him. By my request, I was seated next to him for the duration of dinner, and we both had a great time. I was surprised at how much we had to talk about. By the time I left, it felt as though we had known each other a lifetime already. Such a pleasant man. I have another friend on the council. This is very, very valuable. We should probably befriend our Castellan as well. So let's go ahead and do that. 69% chance. Nice. That's going to be instant success. And now I want to look at the Castle of Hammerford. So hospices are something I want to build so we can get that plague resistance. Does anything else give us plague resistance in here? I don't think so. It's not a lot of gold though, is it? Windmills are nice. We can get development and gold as well. And we have water mills here. That's going to be something we want to build for sure. But I think first, let's build the hospices. That's going to run us back 150 gold. But we'll make it 1.6 a month, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, look at all of these armies being raised up. I think they are fighting. Oh, there's a huge plague here as well. I do like this art overlay here. The Targaryens are winning the rebellion. It's a good job we didn't join that with the Riverlands then. I can unlock a new perk for the diplomacy lifestyle, right? I think Groom to Rule will be good. Children receive 1 to 3 extra skill points. We're going to complete the family hierarchy tree here. When Tilly is of... Oh no, I'll wait for you guys to pick a name in education actually. Yes. We shouldn't progress too many years. I mean, you guys know how slow I play. So, we shouldn't progress that fast. Although we don't have much to do at the moment. We are kind of just waiting. Making children, making friends. And hopefully we'll see what happens with the rebellion. There is a lot of fighting going down here. House Blackwood winning in battle in Raventree, just on our borders. Hopefully the war doesn't spill over into Hamilford. I do not want to be dealing with war this early in my life. I am 28 years old. We have already ruled for 2 years. Time goes fast. While I rarely mention it, I have a few achievements which I am proud of. I am convinced Gower has also accomplished a thing or two which fills him with pride. Okay, we already had this pop-up. I think he will be mightily impressed by my feats, and I can befriend my Septon, so then he can start paying us taxes from the church. Because right now he's given us absolutely nothing. And there we go. We've already made another friend. What a good day. And in fact, what a wonderful day. He still doesn't like me, even though we are friends. Oh no, I befriended my spy master. Right. I think now we should befriend the Septon. That's next on my task of things to do. Only a 50% success chance, but that's fine. We can work on that. We do have 20 diplomacy. We can run it a few times if we absolutely need to. Oh, what's this? The war score is going constantly back and forth. Who's winning? War of the Usurper. I think the Rebellion is now winning. They do outnumber them suddenly. Where is Robert? Robert just wiped out a party here. Are the Greyjoys joining the Rebellion too? I think they did. This is a... Wait, escape and then press it again. There we go. The Greyjoys, Lord Quellan of the Iron Islands, has joined the Rebellion. I think the Targaryens are screwed. I think this is... Oh, they're out of supplies. In fact, all of the armies are out of supply. House Martell here is trying to flee. They realize they are outnumbered. Camp fever has spread. Luckily, that's not in our lands. Yeah, they've run out of supplies, which is not the best of things to do. But we'll see how they do. Oh, the Targaryens are here. There's about to be a huge battle. The Tyrells are already on the battlefield. It's a shame we can't pick these battles. There's a battle there going on as well. Oh, bloody hell. We came at just the right time. Wait, why is there Greyjoys on this side? I'm confused. Who's fighting on which side? How did the Greyjoys join this? Greetings, my perceptive liege. I've been hosting your Chancellor, Lord Raymar, for several weeks, and he has helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. I am blessed to have such grateful servants. I am very glad that we are able to gain friends. I think the Targaryens won that battle. Oh, wow. So suddenly the Rebellion is not looking so hot here. They've completely run out of supply. Wait, is this Riverrun is now plagued? Wait, how far did this plague spread? Or is this a new plague? What's the hotkey? Control E. Oh, it's a new plague. Okay, so we got a plague now to the south called Camp Fever. It's another green fever. It shouldn't reach us. I mean, this one up here didn't reach us, so I doubt this one down here will reach us. Oh, look how the map goes all grayed out. It's very cool. Oh, you even have crows circling as well. It's very cool. I like this a lot. After learning that Horace would be guesting at a manor in the castle town of Tristan Keep, I realized that it would be the perfect occasion to meet with him. When the time came, I was seated right next to Horace for the entirety of dinner. Well, I found myself incapable of saying anything interesting. Oh dear. So unfortunately, I was not able to befriend my Septon. Can we try again with that one? We cannot. I could sway him. However, let's see. Should I befriend my steward maybe, so he's not tempted to steal my taxes? That could be a good idea. 29% chance. Okay, that's not got very high. What about my master at arms? I could befriend him. 81% chance. He's only 27 years of age, so hopefully we will be friends for life. And of course, we do gain less stress the more friends we have, which is nice too. One of my knights has increased his prowess by 1. How are my knights looking? We do... Okay, they're not that good. I mean, Denyor's quite good. He's got 22 prowess. He's a formidable fighter from Bravosi lands. In fact, I think we should find him a good wife. Maybe I can find him a strong wife if we go to inheritable traits. Okay, we can find him a quick wife. Amira here, she's a Riverlander. Let's marry them off. Hopefully, they can have children that can serve as future knights for us. It would be very nice. To the modest Jon, I accept your marriage proposal. Your courtier Denyor and my acquaintance Amira will be joined in holy matrimony. May the maiden bless their union. Excellent news. Excellent news indeed. I should be able to help along my attempt to befriend Forrest by presenting him with a gift. If it brings me closer to my goal, it is coin well spent. I kind of want to spend or save my gold to build hospices, though. We need to make sure we don't have any plague issues. So I don't want to come on too strong. Let's not do that. One thing I do want to check is House Mallister. Do they have any unmarried daughters? Sons, I mean. Desmond Mallister is 2 years old. So is Tilly. I wonder if they would accept an alliance. I want to be on good terms with my vassal. Catalin Rivers? No. Tilly Blackriver. He would not accept it. Minus 40 because he is marrying down. Oh yeah, but matrilineal. We want to do matrilineal. No, we don't want to do matrilineal, sorry. He wouldn't accept that. I think that's understandable. I mean, I am a lesser vassal. What alliance could we get here? If we go by alliance power, House Rushmore. I mean, we already have an alliance with them. They are interested in an alliance. Maybe we hold off for a little bit. It's a bit of an age gap, an 8-year age gap. I think we can hold off. We don't absolutely need an alliance right now, so it's fine. The wilderness is calling out to me. It's been too long since I last hunted. Out there in the wetlands of Hammerford, there are plenty of leaping deer. One of those would do well on my dinner table tonight. Something is missing though. Are my hunting spears too old and dull? Or is it a companion I lack? I should make sure to prepare well. A new hunting dog is just what I need. A loyal dog follows this character wherever they go. We gain diplomacy and prep. Let's get a dog. Yes. As I pet the dog on the head, he happily wags his tail. What name would suit him? Something historical, something alluding to his brown fur. It is an important decision, and as the dog rolls over to let me pet his stomach, I find myself distracted for a while. But wait, I know, I will name him. What should I name him? Do you know what? I'm gonna name him Blackriver. This may not be the most original name, but I like it. What a great name. Blackriver, dog of Blackriver. A few men are lucky enough to have as many friends as I do. I appreciate the support and grant them my trust equally, yet I feel that amongst all the valiant souls I count as my loyal companions in life, one understands me above all. I think Lord Raymer, my first friend, and my chancellor, even though he is an insightful thinker. He can still think about diplomacy. I think Lord Raymer will become my best friend, and I believe best friends give even more of their diplomacy to you if they serve on your council, which is a fun fact. While I have come to expect mischief from my daughter and heir Tilly, her creativity keeps me on my toes. When it is not a prank, it is a brawl, a disgruntled tutor, or grazed knees from an adventure gone wrong. Tilly has actually become rowdy, so martial +1 and intrigue +1. That's funny, but we'll wait till... I mean, you don't need to give an education until they're 6 anyway, because they don't start improving their stats until they're 6 from education. So we can wait until I see your guys' comments. I hear a commotion from my daughter's Tilly's chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse Liza is playing with Tilly. My liege, perfect timing. Tilly just took her first step, she shouts excitedly. Holding my girl's hand, she tries to walk her around the room. Oh, this is so cool. A giant step for a child, and a small step for a ruler. Tilly is growing up nicely. I am a proud father on this day. And good timing. I just unlocked another diplomacy pack. Heart of the family. Close family opinion +15. Which means my daughter should like me a little bit more. Robert is winning the rebellion again. Okay, should we go back and keep an eye on him? We do have this to watch at least. They are in the Stormlands currently. I think they're sieging back some lands. It has been a particularly good year for the farmers of Hammerford, and this harvest is the richest in years. A kind of exuberance has spread amongst the small folk as they look forward to the fuller bellies and finer things for the rest of the year. But some of my shrewder councillors have suggested, discreetly of course, that I might appropriate the surplus and put it to better use. I can certainly think of 1 or 2 good uses these resources could be put towards, but should I do it? I could pull it towards the army, where we don't plan on going to war right now. As lord of these lands, I am entitled to any surplus yields. I could pull a tax on the harvest, or we could get an abundant harvest for 10 years, where we get plus 10% taxes for 10 years. 20 gold or plus 10%. I think the plus 10% is better in the long run. The small folk should reap the benefits of their hard work. I will reward them. As a peasant and a man who worked the fields, I know how much hard work it takes. And so I will give a little bit of a reward for them for such a good harvest. And Walder Frey has sadly passed away. My ally in the crossing. Let's go up here. There we go. We must find out who is ruling now. Maybe I can get an alliance with Lord Stevron, the Red Bridge of the crossing. I am married to his sister. Somewhere in here. Oh dear. Can anyone see Lady Jane here? I can't. Is that her? No. I can't actually see her. There she is, Lady Jane. She's right there. Would you want an alliance, I wonder? He would not accept an alliance. Okay, so we did lose the Frey alliance, which is a little bit unfortunate. We do have an alliance with the Rushmores, though. So we shouldn't have any threats right now, but we may have to start looking for alliances elsewhere with smaller families nearby. Tilly, can you get a stronger alliance yet? These are all very old as well. These guys, House Chambers, they are just south of us. We could get an alliance there. Ellery is only 5 years old as well, so it's only a 2-year age gap. I wonder, they would accept. But let's wait till I have a son. Otherwise, I don't want to marry my daughter off. And then she ends up being my heir. And then we're going to lose all of our lands upon inheritance. That could be a problem. As I lean over the map in the council chamber, a sudden creak turns my head towards the door. My daughter Tilly appears in the hallway, running like the wind towards me, shrieking, "Hugs!" I got that high pitch. She leans in close and encloses my hips in a firm hug. I look at her, a hidden tear in my eye while my hand is stroking her hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. "Oh, Tilly, you're a good daughter. I am glad, but I did not abandon you like my father did to me. I do not know his reasons why. Maybe it was shame. But I am glad I have a daughter as caring as you. I have made a new friend with Forrest, such a pleasant man. Indeed he is." Okay, so we are friends with our Chancellor, our Castellan, our Master at Arms. We can't befriend our Strid. We're also friends with you. So what I'm going to do now is let us start swaying our Septon. I could seduce the wife as well, but I want to get some taxes from the church to begin with. And then, oh wait, the crossing pox? Oh, bloody hell. Wait, this is a pox. Isn't that bad? Oh, it's only a minor plague, but already 13 people have died from the pox. This shouldn't reach us. At least I hope so. Are there stats for plagues, like how much it can spread? World infections. I don't... Oh, is it this? Based on the infection rate in a given barony, different effects. No, it doesn't tell us. I don't think there's a different likelihood of how far they can spread. I wonder if the Black Plague can spawn in this. And look at this. The rebellion is ticking over. Robert's rebellion has been a success. And now surely it is only a matter of time. And there it is. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of House Baratheon has arrived from King's Landing. Ravens spread grievous tidings all across the realm. The messenger gives a quick bow and hands me the letter to peruse. King Robert Baratheon has taken the Iron Throne from Aerys Targaryen and has been proclaimed the new monarch of the Seven Kingdoms. Though some may call him a usurper in hushed tones, there is no denying that the Iron Throne is firmly within his grasp. Before resuming my tasks, I wonder for a brief moment, what shall his rule bring? Hopefully, a more peaceful time. Only time will tell. And look at that. His wife there, Lady Lyanna. Lyanna Stark has survived. And she is queen of the Seven Kingdoms, with Robert being king. This is already some cool alternate lore here. This is why I love a Game of Thrones, guys. It's so bloody cool. Aaron has come to me seeking a place to stay for a short while before resuming his journey to the court of the Lord he will be serving. Any maester of the Citadel is welcome in my halls, Aaron. Welcome to Hammerford. Robert's pox has spread. Oh, we got Robert's pox as well. Okay. I wonder, I wanted to see prisoners. Oh, you were slain in battle by King Maelys the Monstrous. Oh, yes. Ormond, of course. Yeah, we played a Maelys playthrough recently. Stannis is still alive, as is Renly. So things are looking positive here. What I wanted to do... I wanted to know if he was going to execute him. I don't think he has. I mean, what I could also do, though, is simply just check character kills, right? Yeah, he hasn't killed any of the Targaryens. Okay. Whilst walking the corridors of my keep today, I ran into my guest Aaron and began speaking with him. During our conversation, I noticed that he had a link of copper in his chain. I brought this up to him and we began talking at length about the histories. Oh, a truly illuminating conversation, Aaron. I appreciate you for that. Aaron has come before me, before he returns to his journey. Thanking me profusely for my generosity and hospitality, he further stated that he would be sure to tell his new lord and his colleagues at the Citadel of the breadth and depth of my scholarly insights. Okay. Clearly I have left a good impression, and we gain more piety, prestige, and genuine opinion. Very nice. I would take that. Robert... Oh, no, this is King's Landing. Yes, of course it is. He has moved into King's Landing, and I do not think he's going to kill the Targaryens. So, Aerys will live out his remaining days in the dungeons beneath the Red Keep. The crossing pox is actually getting quite close to us. It's spreading down this river. There are a lot of rivers in the Riverlands. I'm not sure if they can spread along these ones, but we shall see. I guess it's like major and minor rivers, right? I'm not sure how plagues work. I haven't played the DLC at all, I'll be honest, since it's released, because I was playing an out-of-date version for mods and whatnot. The fire roars, drinks have been had, and Forest is calling out to me for a story. My first thought is of a famous Riverland of folktale, a classic that never fails to delight. On the other hand, what if I told a story of my own life? Perhaps of the time I became friends with Master Arwood of Gravesham. I think my own story would be good, and I have gained a level of fame. What is this? I am now distinguished. My fellow lords are starting to respect me. It has become a habit to walk the Black River daily, and I am not sure which of us enjoy the fresh air and sun the most. Oh, the dog is called Black River. I've confused myself. Black River bounds ahead and looks back at me and barks as if to say catch up. And on we walk. I gained walking dog for 10 years, a medium health boost. Very nice. Right, I think we should start seducing the wife soon, shouldn't we? Let's turn off the plague map as well, so we can actually see some colour on the map. Denyor has increased his prowess once more. And what's this? We have been invited to Lord Sebastian Rushmore's hunt, my ally here in Mistcore. I will accept his hunt. I may gain prestige and legitimacy and lose stress, and I can gain the hunter trait. I will join his hunt. Maybe we can make many friends. This is a little bit dangerous. Is that because it's a small town? I'm not sure. Oh, it's open plains. They may spot me in the open plains. Right. I need a caravan master. Jane, you are quite skilled. Let's go ahead and appoint you as caravan master. How much does that cost me? I think we can afford it. And then what we could also do... Let's see. I need someone who can defend us in the plains, which would be... Do we have any free ones? Oh, we do. Travel speed plus 20, but we lose safety. This loses travel speed, but hostile scheme resistance. Let's not pick any of those. I think... Not Desert Warrior? A Forder, maybe? Floodplains? Is it Floodplains? Oh, it is Floodplains. Okay. So let's hire a Forder. I mean, it makes sense. We are in the Riverlands. I could hire mercenary guards as well, just to make sure we are extra safe. It costs us 17 gold to join this, though. Oh, I can't actually join because we won't arrive in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where do I get mercenary guards? No. It's not fast enough. I mean, I could make haste. It says I still won't arrive in time. What if I do make haste and I get mercenary guards? Okay, we could make it with this. There is a little bit of danger on the way back, but we can always worry about that on the way back. Oh dear, we get martial lifestyle experience for going through here as well. Right. We could go to the crossing on the way back. Oh, there's plague over here. Yeah, we don't want to go to the plague lands. Right. Let's join Lord Sebastian's hunt. For the first time, we will travel through Seagard. Maybe we can thank the Malisters on our way through for upholding my father's wishes of passing me to his lands. Are we still in good terms? Plus 52. Very nice. But let's go for our first ever hunt. When my caravan leader Jane approaches me with a mixture of shame and worry written all over her face, I know she bears bad news. I am sorry to report that we are running behind schedule by about 0 days, my lord. Oh, we might not make it to the destination on time. Let us hurry. I have faith, Jane, that we can make it. Do not worry. My acquaintance Lord Sebastian is hosting a hunt in Mistcore, and time has come for us to depart. I should be able to proudly represent the House of Blackriver. This should be good sport if the event is properly organized. We should be allowed to turn up late, I think. I feel like. How long until it starts? 1 day. We're not going to make it in time, are we? We're still here. That's really unfortunate. I really wanted to go on a hunt. As we traverse the wetlands, trudging through the dirt, we encounter a modest wayward shrine naively carved. It sports a 7-pointed star at its head, and below the weathered words, "Here lay Saint Marrow of Cape of Eagles, blessed son of Eagleside." Saint Marrow of Cape of Eagles? It seems a local spiritual figure is being patronized in these parts, one not sanctioned by the faith of the Seven Devout. I think it's not my lands, so we should not get involved. My caravan leader Jane approaches me with a grim look on her face. I'm sad to report that we didn't make it in time, my lord. The activity started today, and we are simply not there for it. How disappointing. I was too late for the hunt. Well, I have returned home. Indeed I have. Which reminds me, where the hell is my bloody regent now? Is it all done through this menu? The UI has changed around. Let's go ahead. If we go by succession score, yeah, my wife doesn't have good aptitude, but I will designate her as my regent, and we'll go with fill the coffers, because we will want a little bit of extra money. But I think, guys, that will be a good place to lead things. So we have traveled north to the Riverlands. We have taken over my father's holdings in Hammerford. And we have already befriended a few local lords. What will be on the horizon? Tilly is already 4 years old. It would be nice if we could have a son. Maybe in the next episode we can seduce my wife. But yeah, there probably won't be too much war to begin with, because I really want to get my family settled, help generate some stories and stuff. We do have some accolades. We have Defender of the Black River, Warden Axel. He's looking after the old stones out. Oh, look at that. We can see our coat of arms. Very nice. And then, of course, Denyo, the Bravosi. Hopefully he can have a child or two, and they can be the next generation of knights. But that's it for today, guys. Remember, leave one suggestion for a name for a son, one for a daughter with education focuses in the comments, and I'll add them to the request list. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you next time.